Hello. Hi. As you all know, I'm Pammy, or Pammy Locks, as a lot of people started calling me lately. Um, and I wanted to talk to you for a minute. You got a sec? Come on in. Come on. Come closer. So, what I wanted to talk to you about was hair growth and the importance of protecting the ends of your hair. Oftentimes, I will have the question asked to me, how do I get my hair to grow? Or during a consultation, when I ask the question, why do you want your hair locked? One of the most popular answers that I would get from a client is, oh, because locks make your hair grow. So I want to first set a record straight. Locks don't particularly make your hair grow. What happens is with locks, your ends are pretty much generally protected, so because you're not doing anything to them. You're not constantly manipulating the ends of your hair, causing them to become brittle and, forming splittings and, causing breakage. So when a person says, oh, my hair is not growing, it hasn't been growing, it doesn't grow, and many of my clients, almost more than half of my clients, has said, oh, my hair never grows, it never grows. And now they have all of this hair and they're like, oh, how did that happen? Here's how it happened. When you protect the ends of your hair, whether you have locks or loose natural hair, because I was loose natural for 11 years before I locked my hair. I've been natural altogether. I've reverted back to my natural hair state 19 years ago. And 11 of those 19 years I was loose natural. So I was keeping my hair up. But I cut my hair often, not because I had to, because I just liked it. I just liked the wash and go. So yeah, and I liked having it shorter to do that, like my little short curly afro. But you do have to take care of the ends of your hair. This means trimming it on a regular basis when it starts to look brittle and dry at the ends. It requires keeping it moisturized, so it doesn't get dry and brittle and start breaking off. And it also, like, even when you're wearing protective styles, if you have split ends that's dry and brittle, you need to trim those off before you put that protective style in your hair. The purpose of a protective style is not to protect all of your crown in general, but the focus is to protect the ends of your hair. So you have to be very careful and make sure that the ends of your hair is as healthy as possible before putting a protective style in. Oftentimes I'll have someone come and get a crochet braid and I'll say, oh, we need to trim your ends. No, I don't want to trim my ends. You have to trim your ends, because if we take it out after 6 to 8 weeks, which is the recommendation of how long you should have a protective style in, if during all that time you're not moisturizing and saturating the ends of your hair the way you would if it was out. So you have to make sure that you don't go too long with a protective style. That's number one. And the fact, because you cannot moisturize your hair to the degree that you could when it's not braided or, in a style, you definitely have to make sure that you take care of those ends before you put that style in your hair. And the reason for that is because if it's dry and brittle, it's going to continue to go straight up the shaft of your hair. So when you take it out and you comb your hair and all of that stuff, the breakage is going to happen. You're going to have a lot more shedding than you should have had. If your hair was healthier before you put the protective style in, you're not going to have crazy shedding. You will absolutely have shedding, because we shed hair every day. However, when it's massive and you got these big, that's a problem. So be careful. Protect your hair. Your hair still should be protected from the root to the tip. Make sure that there's extra moisture at the tips of your hair, because that's where most of the moisture is needed. Remember, your scalp produces oil because your skin produces oil. So that aids in moisturizing. But just refresh your hair on a daily basis and make sure that your hair stays moisturized. Drink plenty of water so that moisture is coming from internal as well. But trim. trim regularly. Okay? That's all. Bye.